Good morning guys and Merry Christmas. We are here at the train station here. I'm looking for the bus stop, which is in the underpass on the other side of this building. But before I get into what I'm doing today, I want to have a look at this statue. I forgot what it actually means. I read about it last night. It's one of the monuments to be checking out here. I believe he's some kind of a army hero or like warrior back in the day who fought off the Persians, I believe, something like that. But I couldn't tell you names, I couldn't tell you dates, but it is very impressive. Let's have a look. You can see on the facade here the typical symbols of Armenia. From the left to the right, the first one you can see is a infinity symbol, and after that the pomegranate, another infinity symbol, and then some grapes. And I believe that there, right there, is the apricot. So why the infinity symbol? Well, here, historically, the sun is very important. The sun symbolizes the soul rising up to the heavens after death and protecting us. The pomegranate represents the people here, with the seeds being the people and the outside being the shell that protects them. And grapes, because they love wine here. This is historically a very old region of producing wine, especially Georgia. But they believe that in Armenia was the first place that, the first winery in the world was here. The first, it wasn't the first place that was produced, but the first commercial winery. Anyway, we got to head inside the station to get to the other side, to the bus station. We're catching the minivan to Korvirap, which is an old monastery, and I'll explain about it when we get there. But I'm super, super excited. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas morning here, so it's a very perfect day to be going to check out an old Christian monastery. Okay guys, we have almost arrived at our destination. I still have to walk about 5 kilometers down the road, but that's not a big deal. I caught the bus as I wanted to. I knew that taxi driver was lying to me. I arrived at the train station, and this taxi driver, who speaks no English, wrote on the dust on his bonnet, the 9 o'clock bus, yes. And I had arrived at about 10 o'clock. He said 11 o'clock bus, no, only 2 o'clock. He said, don't wait, come with me, taxi, I'll take you, good price, good price. I said to him, I don't have the money for the taxi. He said, no, good price. Then he wanted about 20 euros to bring me here, stop, let me take pictures, and go back to Yerevan. And I said, no, I'm waiting for the bus. And he got very agitated in the end, and I had to explain to him, I'm traveling on a budget. I do not want to offend him with a ridiculously low offer. So I said, I'm waiting for the bus. I said, if the bus comes, I will go. If the bus doesn't come, I will go back to the city, no problem. And when I said this, he said, okay, I'll show you the bus. Because they all seem to be friends. They all know each other. So I got on the bus. It cost me 80 cents to come here. Anyway, these are absolutely amazing views as I'm rolling into the city here. I'm sure when we get closer, it'll be even better. I'm super, super, super happy to be here. I was really worried about the weather because it was very foggy in Yerevan yesterday. And you can kind of see behind me that there is a little bit of fog too, but it is still visible. The mountains there are visible and they are beautiful. So let's get in there and have a look, shall we? Oh wow, that's a cow head. So we're just about halfway there, and I can now see Corvirap in the distance. Well, there's some trees blocking the view now, but it looks really, really nice. I'm super stoked. As you saw back there was a bit of a meat market just on the street there. It's obvious that the people here live rather humbly, but they seem very friendly. I was walking down the street, everybody was waving. I said, hello, 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 Merry Christmas, and people were super friendly. As you saw as well, there was lots of Ladas, the old Soviet cars. There goes one there. Oh shit, almost caught that on camera. That would have been a good one. Oh, here we are. You'll be able to just make out Corvirap in the distance. So that is where we are heading to, that monastery. Probably another 3 kilometers to go. And there is the mighty Mount Ararat in the distance. Unfortunately, the fog has come in and now it's not so visible, but maybe when we get closer it'll be better. Fingers crossed. Not far to go now, guys. Absolutely beautiful views here. I had to take off my jacket. It was getting a little bit hot, even though it's the middle of winter. There should be snow and everything, but it's warmer here, just like it was in Kiev. So yeah, just approaching the monastery now. The fog has cleared up a little bit, so I'm hoping I can take some good pictures and videos, because it would be a shame to come all the way here, probably for the only time in my life, and to not get that award-winning shot, you know. But wow, it is amazing to be here. We'll get a little bit closer to the monastery, the old fortress, the old prison, and I'll explain a little bit more about it when we get there. Beautiful stuff here. I'm a bit disappointed because I can see those mountains and the snow, but I can't see those ones. Not very well anyway. They are just huge too. I believe they're old volcanoes. So interesting, which is why so many of the buildings are red and pink around here. But that's another thing that I'll explain in another video of the city. Maybe tonight if I get back when it's still light. There's this little cemetery here just before we reach the monastery, and you would have noticed a sun on some of those gravestones. There's another one over here. They're on most of them. The sun has special significance here in Armenia. For them it means life, basically. And the gravestones have the sun so that as a symbol, obviously, so that the souls of the people can rise up to the heaven and be with the sun and continue living in the afterlife. The sun is an incredibly important symbol here for this reason, and you'll find it everywhere. On all kinds of monuments there is sun carvings of all different formations, and interestingly enough, the shape of Yerevan city, the modern city, is a circle. Why? To be shaped like the sun. People here are super friendly. Might have to hitch a ride back with one of them to get back to that village, because I'm feeling a little bit tired. We're almost there, almost there. Alright guys, history lesson. So where we are now in Korvirap. It used to be an old town, an old city, very ancient city, but the remains of that city are long gone now. But a couple of hundred years after Jesus, a man was sent here, Gregory, who was later called Gregory the Illuminator. So Gregory was then the one who made Armenia a Christian country, and the state, the ruling kingdom at that time, imposed the rule that Christianity was to be the religion of the land, making Armenia the first Christian country in the world. It's got many holy sites, many monasteries, all in this style, all around the country. This one is probably one of the most special ones. I'm just very disappointed that the weather hasn't held up today. We cannot see Mount Ararat behind us here. There's a fortified border. I'm going to try and go check it out. It's the border with Turkey. I'm not sure if they'll take kindly to me walking down there though, so I've got to play it safe.
A few moments later.
So we just walked down from the monastery, and I wanted to come over here, and I'm going to do my best to not arouse suspicion, but there's no one here. We've come to the border with Turkey. So right on the other side of this fence here is Turkey. There doesn't seem to be anyone. There's like a road. There's no cameras or anything like that. I was a little bit worried that maybe some cameras would be here, that someone might come yelling out to me. Being like a tourist attraction, I thought maybe they'd have some kind of protection. I was sure that I heard a call to prayer, a Muslim call to prayer before. And I thought, no, surely not. Not out here. Not this. I knew we were close to Turkey, obviously, but I didn't think we were that close. But when I got up to the top there and I looked down, sure enough, there it was. I said that can only be a border because it's all barbed wire, it's all barricaded. I'll have a little walk, but I don't want to hang around here too long. I don't want to get shot, basically.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so I was coming back from Korvirap and I was walking along the street and I met my friend here. What was your name again? Vigen. And he offered me a ride into the town for free. I was going to hitchhike anyway, but before I even got the chance, the first car came along and offered me a ride here. I told him I wanted some food and he took me into this place here, into the town. He helped me make my order and now I'm going to get a nice good feed. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That's really, really nice of you. The food has arrived. I'm really, really hungry. This is the fourth time that I've ordered this kind of food in Armenia already, and only my third proper day. It's like the meat shazlik here, and I got a salad and a beer. This is what I've been getting every time because I love beer, I like salad. and these shazliks are just amazing. It's like char grilled meat. I think this is pork. It's a bit fatty, so I think it might be pork. This food is incredible. You know, this is really expensive in Australia, and in Spain I haven't even seen it. Get a load of this. Fresh salad, delicious beer. I really like this beer. I don't know what is in it, but it tastes amazing. And look at that, all that fresh meat, coriander, pita bread, onion. I cannot wait to eat this. And all of this here cost me about €3.50. I paid a little bit extra because I got the salad. But €3.50 for all of this here. Alright guys, so that concludes our little Armenian rural adventure. I'm very disappointed about the weather, but it was really foggy yesterday in Yerevan, and yesterday was my first day really looking around. And I was told that in winter generally it can be really foggy, and that the best time to come is summertime because it's nice and warm and there's no fog and you can see everything. But anyway, we saw the monuments, we saw Korvira, we saw the Turkish border. We got a free ride with somebody, I had a delicious meal, and now I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere trying to get back to the city. I've been told that a bus will come in approximately 20 minutes to the road over there, although I think it's going to take me more than 20 minutes to walk to the end. So, we're going to see how we go. If a car comes to give me a ride, fantastic. But I don't think that's going to happen again. I think my luck has run out. But definitely keen to hop on those buses. I really like those little buses. They got such character. So yeah, that concludes our little rural adventure. Back to the city now, back to the big smoke. See what adventures we can get up to there.